Oh, she walk in with a Chanel bag, red bottoms on. Oh, she doing that shit. She got money. No, she don't. That shit fake. No, she don't. She got it, but she's sleeping on her air mattress in her mama basement. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey! I am Shawny,
and I'm Melly Mel. Welcome to the unscripted world of Boldly Untitled, the podcast where two untitled best friends of 25 years get real and raw about everything life throws their way.
Join us as we chat about relationships, friendships, sex, parenting, life struggles, and the wild journey of entrepreneurship. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl Shawny,
and I'm Melly Mel,
and welcome to another episode of Boldly Untitled.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know what be going on with this child over here. Something is wrong. Yes. Like she was envisioning something. Yes, I got her hostage. I think she missed her husband or
something. And I do.
Mel. How you feeling?
I feel great.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yes, ma'am. How you feeling?
I feel like I am happy that we are almost done book recording for today. I feel that this is going to be something great. So everything great is a sacrifice. It comes with hard work. It comes with dedication, and anything that you want to be successful is going to take work. So it's not instant gratification. We did everything to try to make the season better than the next one. So thank y'all for tuning in. I don't know what episode it's going to be, but it's an episode of season 2. So if you made it to season 2 or if you're just finding us, hey y'all, hey. Thank you for becoming one of our new untitled besties up in here. Yeah, so like this is a journey in itself. It's a new journey for us. We're both entrepreneurs, and like it's a new definition of success. Like every time we get a review, we get excited. So if you like us, leave us a review, leave us a 5-star.
Yes, okay? Yes.
If you don't like us, keep your opinions to yourself and find another fucking podcast.
Really?
I'm sorry. That was rude. It's toxic. Working on it. I'm sorry. But like, what would make this successful? Or what makes anything? How do you define success? Like, you've been an entrepreneur longer than I have. Like, how do you define success? Like,
ooh, that's a good question. Because I don't know. I feel like success for me is just about me feeling like I made a difference, like I did something and it mattered when it comes to business specifically. You know, the money is cool, money's great, of course, but I never really felt like the money was like the core driver and reason. Of course, it's a big, huge part of it, but like I had a successful resume business and I shut that whole thing down because my heart wasn't in it. You know, I just there was just a misalignment and I didn't feel like I was making the impact that I wanted to make or the impact that I could make. I was helping people, you know, find jobs and get bigger salaries and stuff like that. And that was great. But like, it's just something was missing. And so I was quote unquote successful, but was I? Because I was kind of low key miserable in that business. So a lot of times we hear the word success automatically equates it to money, wealth, right? Millionaire, da 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 da. But there's a lot of people out here that's rich, that's miserable. So is it really success?
That is an excellent point. That is an excellent point. I think like you fell into resume writing because you're good at writing. You're a writer, and it just naturally get good words and putting it on paper. Like for me, like my business is a passion. Like I love planning events. Like I'm a natural planner, and in my own right, no, I have not made the amount of money that I want to make in my business yet. But do I feel like my business is successful? And for me, yes, I do. For the fact that I have made an impact where I'm 5 stars in 10 years, almost 10 years. Like I am completely 5-star ratings. I don't have a bad review. To me, that is success.
Mm.
I figured out the ins and outs of how to properly run an event, and I don't have people like talking shit about me for real. Like that shit is trash. That shit is blah blah blah. Like I get so many other people in the industry like, Shauna, you don't even fucking understand. These other planners or coordinators are fucking trash. They blah 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 blah. And I don't believe I had that. Like it may be one person I heard talking shit about me, and that's because he did some shady shit. So fuck you too. But realistically, I feel like people define success just off of money.
Yeah.
And when they build this image that, oh, I made this much money, but what are your process and procedures look like?
Mm-hmm.
How many bad reviews do you have? Where's your integrity?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many other things that goes into defining success that people don't think about what comes into business. That everybody's not really meant to be an entrepreneur. It's you say I have rich people out here who are, like you said, fucking miserable.
Yeah.
So money is not everything. And people are like, I don't understand how you can have problems if you got fucking money.
Yeah, it's definitely easy to do that. Because sometimes, what have you sacrificed for the money?
What have you fucking sacrificed?
And then was that sacrifice worth it for real?
You have people out here fucking committing suicide who you define as successful. You got was it Kate Spade? You got Twitch, Ellen's DJ. You got Robin Williams. You got all types of people who commit suicide. Who you look at their life and you're like, they are fucking successful. Why would you want to end it? One, we know suicide is also a part of mental illness. And people fail to look at it like that. A lot of people think of it as selfish, but it's mental illness. And if you are thinking of suicide, please call a suicide hotline. The number will be somewhere up in here. But I feel like people walk around with who are successful too. They struggle with imposter syndrome. And not realizing what comes with success.
Yeah. Yeah. What comes with whatever they had defined as success initially. And they get there and they're like, but it's success? Because it's just a lot that goes into quote unquote success or building something, because success could just look like I made it through the day. Today, I was successful. So I think success needs to really be based on your individual desires and ideals and the things that you want out of life, and not necessarily equate success to just money, because yes, we all need money to survive. We all need money to thrive, to live, to kind of, experience certain things, buy certain things, provide, eat, all that. But what else? What about your relationships? That's not tied to money.
Like you see people who are like minimalist and they're a happy couple and they have really a lot of nothing, and they are like the happiest fucking people in the world because they have literally decided to live off of the bare minimum and they're just happy. And they're like, those are the people like, oh, your piece looks good on you, sis. Like you're not worried, you're not stressed.
Yeah.
Does that make them any less successful than the rich person?
Right. And also, like, folks in the corporate world define success as like moving up that corporate ladder and having that title and getting the paycheck and having the influence in the organization. But again, is it really success if you're miserable? If you're walking around
fucking miserable.
Yeah, if you're walking around feeling like you're trapped, or you know what I mean? There's so much stuff that comes with what people chase, thinking it's gonna be success, and then they get there, it's not what you thought it was, or again, you sacrifice something along the way, and now you're like, I don't think it was worth it.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Nearly 72% of people who consider themselves successful attribute their success to specific habits they have developed over time. Nearly 95% said that networking was important to their success.
Hmm.
It is estimated that only 3% of the population achieves their goals. The rest of people fail. Damn.
97% fail.
Damn. 96% of people who don't achieve success blame their lack of effort.
Mm.
I can see that. I feel like we live in a microwave era. And social media, once again, I talk about social media all the time, doesn't make it better because people show you, oh, yeah, I got this, I did that. But they don't tell you what steps they took to get there, how much they cried, what goes into it, what months, like every business has a slow season. People don't talk about what the fuck they do in the slow season to make money. Or how they sustained or what they do, or and people don't even realize rich people also have multiple sources of income. They're not rich off of one bit. I'm not gonna say everybody, but most people are not rich off of one fucking source of income. Like that's not. They have multiple sources. Um, so I feel like I had a conversation with somebody the other day, and they was talking about people need to just start their own businesses. I was like, everybody's not meant to be a business owner.
Facts.
Somebody has to work in that business. Everybody is not meant for entrepreneurship. First of all, you have to be ready you got to be ready to take risk because entrepreneurship is a fucking risk. You have to be willing to
put yourself out there.
Like that, like yes, that is, man, you cannot be scared of social media. You cannot be scared of, and eventually you can fall back from social media once you grow, but that is truly the cheapest marketing right now.
Yeah.
Other than word of mouth. But if don't nobody know you, ain't no word of mouth. Because the first thing people say is, you got a website? You got right. You on Instagram? You on Facebook? Right. Let me follow you.
Right.
That's the first things out their mouth. So if you're not willing to be that, then I don't know how you could be an entrepreneur. I'm not saying you can't. Because it is word of mouth. I went to a Black-owned beauty supply store not too long ago, and she was like, "I don't have any social medias or anything. I'm on Google." I mean, and that's how I found her, was on Google. But I wasn't even looking for a Black-owned. I was just looking for a beauty supply store, and she had 5-star reviews or whatever. But then I went on Facebook, and I made a review, took a screenshot. People like, "Oh, I live over there. I'm gonna go check her out." You know what I'm saying? Like, but that was the word of mouth of marketing from others. So you know what I'm saying? From being on there, because she's not on social media. She just so happens to, be blessed. So, that is not everybody. And I still don't know how blessed she is. I don't know how good her story is going on or not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I want to go back to like the stats and stuff you was reading because it was centered around meeting goals. And I think success has to be tied to whatever your goals are. Right. So like I was saying, everybody's gonna have different measures of success based on their goals. So if your business goal is to make double what you made last year, and double is, I don't know, 50,000, were you successful?
Right.
Right? You're not making 100 yet or 1,000,000 yet. So at what point do we say this is a win?
And I think that's part of the problem. People don't take the little things as a win.
Yeah.
Like for me, my biggest flex is being 5 stars across the board for 9 years. To me, that's a win. Everybody can't say that shit. So that's a win for me. And I take that. And to me, that means more to me than a lot of things that I have done within my business, is that I was able to do it. Like, once again, I remember somebody saying, "You still want to be a little happy little wedding planner business?" And I did it though. I opened a brick and mortar. I was successful at it. Like, to me, that right there, the fact that I did it, that I did what people didn't think I would do, that people didn't think I could take serious, that people don't even think that people make money off of. I did it. And I actually made more money in my business than any other company has ever paid me. So to me, that is success. So
yeah. And I also feel like we use the word success to and like tie it to these things like, oh, I got a nice car, oh, you successful.
Bro, niggas got nice cars too.
Right? It's like, come on, folks. Is he really like, what is your measure of success to be able to get a nice car? You know how many different ways you could go? He could have stole that shit. He could have scammed. So he's successful no matter what.
Swipers have nice shit. I feel like people need to also stop like the materialist, like you said, like materialistic thing. Like, oh, she walk in with a Chanel bag, red bottoms on. Oh, she doing that shit. She got money. No, she don't. That shit fake. No, she don't. She got it, but she's sleeping on her air mattress in her mama basement. Like, perception will have you fucked up.
Yeah.
But then people who do achieve what they think is success, we go back to imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is defined as the persistent inability to believe that one's success is deserved or has been legitimately achieved as a result of one's own efforts or skills. So a lot of people get there and their mental still is not ready for what they're at. Like, they don't believe like that they deserve where they're at. Like, I have a 6-figure job. I am the person running this company. I started in a janitor room doing this, and now I'm up here. And their inability to believe that's another struggle. So there's so many things that comes with being quote unquote successful that people don't even realize what goes into it.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. And I think too, we equate the success to money so hard because we feel like that's the biggest means of like power, right? So you got to be successful if you're able to influence somebody because you got money. You walk into a place, oh yes, kind sir, right? People bow to you and they respect you more and all this. So I think that's another reason why people kind of equate that together, because there is a certain level of power that you get when you have money. And I think that's a big win for people. So it's, success. Money is power. Success. He's successful because he has influence.
There's a lot of miserable rich people that people fail to realize. And once again, my success, my happiness, my peace is important for me. Yes, I do want to be, and I once again, I don't truly know what my full definition of what success would look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I know it involves my peace and me being in a place, because I have had miserable positions and not love what I do. I remember out of high school and I didn't know what I really wanted to do. And I was like, oh, I'm going to psychology. And my daddy was like, nah, you need to go to computers. Remember, we graduated in 01. So computers were like just starting to get like big. You need to go to computers. That's where the money is. That's where everything is. I was like, I don't want to. He was like, but you're good at it. No, I'm not good at it. You're just bad at it. I'm not good at it. You just don't know how to work it because you're older. But I'm really not good at it. I just do the bare minimum to get by. And I refused, and I worked in accounting for 15 years and I was fucking miserable. Hated going to work every day. I was even majoring in accounting because I'm like, oh, that's going to make me successful getting a job in the field that I've been working in so they can pay me more money to do my job. When realistically, I fucking hated going to work every day at every single fucking job. I was like, reach out to my resume writer. And I was like, I don't want to do this shit no more. I need to change my resume. I do not want this. I cannot do this. I am breaking free of this. And I created my own destiny of how to get out of the accounting world, which when you're leaving a industry, that shit is not fucking easy to like change over. Like I was like, okay, let me do my research. What degree can I get to get me into the field that I want to be in? Boom, business marketing. So my degree is a business with a concentration in marketing. All right, that's going to get me into the field that I want to be in. I took pay cuts. I did everything I had to do to get into a field that I wanted to be in. To me, that defines success because I set a goal and I followed my dreams. Recently in a interview, that was one of my questions. Like, what do you feel like was a a pivotal or a successful moment in your career or whatever it is. And I was like taking my business full time and doing it, running it, opening up a brick and mortar. I said the fact that no one thought I could do it, and I did it. I said that is like the turning point for me of knowing that I can do anything. Anything that I put my mind to. And like they said, people fail because they don't try. But I feel like people don't try because they want instant gratification.
Yeah. I think there's other things too that play into them not trying, like low self-esteem or low confidence in themselves, or just not believing. I think you said this earlier, not believing that they have the ability, capabilities to make it happen. Also, not knowing and understanding the ins and outs, and then refusing to like seek help or like research. Like the internet is, you can learn whatever, folks. So for you to be like, I don't know how to do that. Did you check YouTube?
You're just good at it. No, you just ain't tried.
No, this is something that we put some effort into.
Listen, and your circle of influence, the circle of people you have around you, really helps. I remember when I got my logo done, I was like, dog, circle of influence. What's the font? I don't know. What's the color? I don't know. I literally still pull up her email of where she went in to find my fonts, find my color, my branding guide that she gave me for my business. If my email was a crash day, I'm fucked. And I'm almost 10 years in. The logo's not 10 years, but it's long enough that I should know the shit off the top of my head. I do know my fonts, but I just feel like it's believing in yourself. You believing you can do it.
And not giving up so easy.
Niggas give up easy as fuck.
Like, what?
This didn't work.
Okay, well, let's troubleshoot this thing. It's like we were talking about this the other day about how when babies are trying to learn how to walk, how many times they have to get up and try. We're gonna be like, give it up, baby.
You're just not gonna walk. I'm gonna carry you the rest of your life because
you tried 3 times today and failed all 3 times. It's a wrap. Give it up. Let that go. Let that dream go. Just crawl for the rest of your life.
No,
nobody doing that. So why is it that we can't try and keep trying and just trying and building that muscle, getting the skill, learning from, oh, I failed last time when I did this. How about I don't take that big of a step or whatever, right? If you really want that thing, you don't have to put in some work.
I think that's where I stopped empathizing. That's the area I struggle at. I'm very empathetic with everything in life and emotion and stuff like that. But that shit with business and you just being like, hey, I'd be like, stop fucking talking to me. Like, all right, you done? Okay, like, because I don't, like, I just, dog, I worked hard as fuck. Like, from people being like, oh, my first client was, I charged them $200 to plan their whole wedding in 30 days. That shit is insane to me. That shit is dumb.
Yeah.
You can't get me to do shit. But you can't even entertain a conversation with me for $200 at this point in my life. I'm at a point, to me, success is knowing what you want and what you don't want and what you can and cannot take. I'm at a point in my business where I can be like, no, I'm not going to do that.
I love that. I
don't, no, you're going to, this is not a good fit for me or you.
I love that. Definitely, I had got there in my resume business. I was like, what? No, you don't pay me. My first paid resume is $35. That's what I used to charge way back in the day. $35. My packages at the end, $3,500.
People be like, oh yeah, can Mel write me a resume? I be like,
you got some money?
How much are you willing to pay for it? Because she's not cheap. Like, I can show you, but I can tell you what she can do. I can have you look at my resume, but baby, if you can't afford it, like if you work at McDonald's, I don't think this is the resume for you.
No. And that's it.
That's not your. Everybody is not your client. Everybody's not meant to be. Everybody can't handle what you got to be able to fold and get back up tomorrow. Like, you take the blow, take the punch. Listen, I'm not a crier, but this business shit had me like, nigga, I'm nauseous, I'm sick, I'm stressed the fuck out.
It's a lot. Definitely not for the week. Not for the week. And I think you have to have a certain level of a lot of resilience to be quote unquote successful. In other words, to meet your goals.
It takes dedication.
Yeah. So if you start a business like, yeah, this about to be my $1 million business.
Okay, it's cool. You started the manifestation on it, but what you doing?
Where's the work? You gotta.
Faith without works is dead, baby. That's Bible.
Come on now. We can't just and then give up. What? It's like seek support, seek help, like put in some effort.
I do. What I realize is that in different industries, I don't know about the resume writing industry, but I will say the event industry, they meet that one person where they ask a question, and the problem is the questions are wrong that you're asking too. I'll put that out there. I'll come back to that, and they don't give them the help, and they feel like, well, nobody tried to help me. I try to ask, but what you're asking is you want them to just tell you everything instead of trying to actually learn. You know what I'm saying? You want them to give you the sauce, and they can't give you the sauce. Even if they guide you, train you, work with you, everybody is not meant to do it. Like, once I start teaching classes, if I see you're serious, then I got you. If you're willing to pay for my class to learn why I'm 5 stars, then I got you. But if you just want me to give you every single thing, I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I bust my ass to be 5 stars. Yeah. I know why I'm 5 stars. I know why I'm 5 stars.
But you know what else? I feel like even if you got the play, you got the blueprint, but that's Chic Dreams blueprint.
True.
That don't mean I'm gonna grab your blueprint and build my shit off your blueprint.
No.
You gotta have your own.
It's funny because I took a class, so as I wanted to like advance my design skills. So I am a master floral designer. And so she would be in the classes that she would give her way of doing her business or running her business. Mm-hmm. And so I came back and I tried to implement her way of running her business. The way she runs her business doesn't work for the way I run my business. Mm-hmm. And I feel like people, once again, you have to figure out, you have to bump your head, be like, nah, that shit didn't work. Let me try something else. I tried on my not in it. Let me figure something else. Like, and you know your market. It's doing your research. Like, I love research. And I realized in the beginning, I went and cookie cutter, copy paste what every other event planner was doing, and that made it my packages. That shit don't work for me. Right. That shit don't work for me. And if you really want someone to invest some time, invest some coaching, some training, right, something to grow whatever it is. But if it's a boutique, do more than just buy the vendors. Do your research of what you need to do. How do you start your business properly? Like, people don't want to do any research. And I really like one of the jobs I applied for was like, can you do Canva? Yeah, because I'm an entrepreneur. Doing Canva is like, you got to learn to do this. You got to learn to make your own shit sometimes.
Yeah, that's facts. You know what, too? I think that when we start, right, we get scared. Mm-hmm. And then we fall back. And then nothing happens. And then we give up. And it's like, you gotta learn from doing. That's why when I was coaching my resume writing people, whatnot, my thing was #DEWIT, DEWIT. And they still use that around social media sometimes with me, because I know the power of actually taking some action. Even with my son, simple things like I'm trying to nudge my son to do things, and he'd be like, no, it's too much, I can't. And then I make him do it, and he'd be like, oh, it wasn't that bad. Look at that. It's the same thing in entrepreneurship, you know, business, whatever. You just gotta do the thing. Me and Shawny was on the phone. We said, we should start a podcast. Oh, that's fire. Yeah. Let's start a podcast. Well, not even 2 weeks later, we was recording.
From season 1 to season 2, we switched up how we doing it. Like, it's a constant research, a constant change, a constant, and once again, we have families, we have our own business, we got whatever else we have other shit going on. Once again, this season is recorded in one fucking day. That I'm tired. Okay? I'm tired right now. My hip is killing me. But this is one of those things where you push through because you want it.
Right.
Like we see the bigger picture.
Vision.
We see the bigger fucking picture of what it can be, where we can go. And we're going to keep going. Like that's what it is.
I got a prime example for y'all in terms of just doing something with this podcast. We did it. We bought some punk ass mics. Thought we was hot fire with these mics. Mics went to shit. Now, look at the mic. Now. We didn't come out the gate. We didn't know to come out the gate with a better mic. How do we learn? We had to do
Trial and
it.
error. Trial and error.
We have to take the action to get the wrong mic.
Circling back to what you said about starting something and just quitting.
Mm-hmm.
So the first time I realized like I want to do the event planner thing was after I had my daughter. When I did my baby shower, because I planned it. I gave my friends tasks. This is your task. This is your task. This is your task. Because I have control issues. But I thoroughly enjoyed planning my baby shower. And I was like, I want to do this. I think I want to be like a wedding and event planner. So once again, I had just had a child. So I went on a leave from work. I signed up for an online at a college course, event planning class to become a certified event planner.
Mm-hmm.
I quit. Because the naysayers of, you're not going to make no money doing that. They don't make no money. Like, how you going to do that? Oh, you try to do a little bit. That shit rung in my head. Rung in my head, and I quit. I prayed for 7 years. Lord, get me out of here. Lord, get me out of here. Faith Without Works is dead. I saw this class online. I was like, I'm about to take this class. Become a certified event planner, wedding planner. Took the class. I was like, oh, they got a certified event planner. I was like, Mel, buy me this class. Boom, she bought it. No questions asked. Bought me the other class. Boom, I became a certified wedding and event planner.
I don't even remember me buying that.
Because I just asked for, shouldn't you do it?
Friends are for.
I literally put on that same week, I put on in a Facebook group my thing like, hey, I'm a certified wedding planner. Booked my first client that same week. Just imagine if 7 years sooner, I would have not given up because of what other people thought it wasn't easy. And it wasn't easy because I was taking a class and had a little baby hanging off my hip. So it wasn't easy and I just gave up. But I knew I wanted it. So I'm going to circle back and do this. And it was, my faith was strong too. Like, all right, I'm going to just go out here. I didn't know what to charge. I didn't know what to do. Once again, it was $20. $20, but I wish somebody would tell me, I got $20 for you. You can't.
But exactly. When you first got that thing and you got your first client, because you hadn't done it before, you didn't know what to charge.
Didn't know what, I didn't have a clue.
And now you know better. You're not going to come out the gate knowing how. You can't. It's impossible.
Now, if you 2 years in and you doing the same shit you did day one, that shit's crazy.
Well, then you're just dumb. You're not growing. Like, what are we doing?
Because it's one of those things too, like I see event planners who are overbooked. Okay. I'm booked and busy. I don't want to be booked and busy. Okay. I don't want to be overbooked. I want to be booked with a life. I want rest and reset. That means you're not charging enough because you're not in your demand. You just taking everything. To me, that's crazy. That is not business. That means you need to raise your price.
But to her, is that success?
And I think so. Because that's what they fucking market it as. And that shit is insane to me. I'm like, ain't no fucking way I'm taking 5-6 events in one weekend. I don't care what team I've been. That just sounds like I'm tired. When I can charge the same price for 2 events that you charge for those 5 events and be just as fucking great.
Yeah.
Produce more. Produce better. You're not tired as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think... But once again, that's their definition of success. That's not mine. Mine is I book up 1 client a weekend and that one makes enough money that I don't have to book 10 clients a weekend because I don't want to.
Yeah.
So it's like figuring out what does success look like for you. What are you willing to sacrifice? Because it's definitely a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Are you not willing to give up when shit is not going right? As long as your happiness and you still enjoy doing it. Like right now, I'm tired and I have been literally like staggering my business because I've just been tired. It's not any other reason. It's just I'm tired. I'm getting fucking old. So now it means I have to reset how my business runs and what I want it to look like for me. And I don't feel like there's anything wrong with changing up what I want my life in the event industry to look like because I know I love doing events.
Yeah.
That's my passion.
And that's something else I was thinking about as you were talking earlier. Like success changes for you as life evolves, as you grow and, you know, priorities change and success is going to look different. Success at 19 ain't the same as success at 29, 39, 49.
No.
So for me, success in life in general is my kids are grown and they look back and be like, yo, our childhood was fire. Oh my God, remember that time? Da, 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 ki. Oh my goodness, yes, that was so funny. And then what about that's success for me?
I remember I just did a status recently that said, my baby told me I don't ever have time for her because I was working, going to school, and opening up my business. So I was like happy getting clients. I was doing stuff, you know, and she was like, Mommy, you never have time for me. That shit hurt. People like, oh, she'll understand later, blah, blah, blah. And as she got older and my business grew and she worked with me like that, that's my right hand on event day, you know, making sure shit is set up and I'm, you know, but I think she see it. And so in her mentoring program, so my daughter, the career field that she's going into is in the beauty industry. So that means she's going to be an entrepreneur. So she saw the hard work, she saw the dedication, she saw what it takes. So like in her mentoring program, they asked her like, do you know any entrepreneurs? And the first person she says is her mother. She sees that. So I instilled something with her in there. Yes, it was some sacrifices that I made, but she didn't benefit the return because maybe the plan she got for senior year and my money and her vision for her event is crazy. Okay. Yeah. But that was the sacrifice for me. So yeah. And me and my daughter have an amazing relationship. She works events.
I love that. You know, my son probably, I don't know, sometime last year, he ran and was like, Mommy, I need to start a business. I was like, okay, what we're doing. But Lord, no, I don't have the energy for that. I can't right now. But, you know, I like them seeing us creating our own lane and them seeing there's other things because he's already recognized the grind is bullshit. This week, we were driving home and he was like, Mommy, this is what I wish. Because I feel like on Monday, we go to school, Tuesday, 5 days in a row. And then by the time Saturday, we get a rest. And then Sunday, we recovered, but then it's back on Monday again.
See? He's not going to like that 9-to-5 life at all.
11 years old, and he already figured out this is some bullshit.
Alana doesn't like it either. Damn it, that's her name. It's okay. She does not like it either. She does not like that whole wake up, get up, and do the same mundane shit every day. Like, and I feel like somebody recently asked me, like, well, do you think she's going that route because she is picking up a couple trades? That's what her post-high school thing is, and I'm all for it. I am not that parent who's going to force her to go to college because that's what society says you need to do. Because I owe a lot of fucking money and whatever the new Advantage, whoever the fuck they are, they email me one more time about a fucking. Leave me alone. I voted for you, Biden, so you can take that shit away, and here we are.
This is not a political podcast platform. We have no affiliations with any of them.
Because I'm still in debt. Okay. Somebody asked me, like, well, do you think she's doing that because it's the easier route?
Easier route?
I said, what's easy about it?
That is not the easier route.
I said, no, she's doing it because that's what makes her happy. She's doing it because she's a creative. My daughter has over a 3-point GPA, and she had an IEP in elementary school, so we're doing damn good. She has college accepting letters, so she knows she can go to college. She went and spent a week at a college and thought she was in prison. She's like, this is horrible. This is not for me. Ain't nobody wasting no money. Okay? So if my baby physically draws people and designs on nails. She's a artist. So doing that makes her happy. So why be miserable out the gate? I think she was a miserable person. She looked miserable. Her wig looked miserable.
The lady that said that?
Mhm.
Yeah, and I think that's like also some old school stuff. You know, this generation now ain't about that life. They give zero fucks about
What?
that corporate
These
9 to 5
people
shit.
are making money being content creators.
Yeah.
Right now on Facebook, if I was to get my shit together, I can make $55,000 a month. Ain't nobody paid me no fucking $55,000 a month by just content creation.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So
I'm at $4.
why keep going?
I keep going. I got more posts going, right? You know, like that's like let me figure out. That was me figuring out the formula. What could try to make me more money with content creation?
Yeah. Yeah. And then the thing is too, college is no guarantee. You go there, you spend all that money or going all that debt for what? Because even jobs now, a lot of these companies are taking away the whole degree being a requirement. The world is changing. The world is changing, and the creativity, the creatives, baby, they about to be the ones paid. The one who understand tech, your daddy was on to something.
He is, but I couldn't.
Right?
It was
The AI people, and all of these people that's doing different shit out the box stuff and not going that linear. I'm gonna go to school, go to college, get a good job, retire for the birds. It doesn't work anymore. The system is broken.
You know my theory about retirement and your money, and you work hard as way to get this money.
Yeah,
You get sick, and they fucking take your money.
Yeah.
That shit is insane to me. You see, I'm bitter about this shit.
Mhm.
You get sick and you make too much money because you worked your whole life to have this retirement money to enjoy it. But the moment you get sick, you go into the facility and they say you got to give me all your money to stay here.
It's a scam.
And your insurance policies.
The whole system is a scam.
It's a fucking ripoff.
The whole thing.
Live your life.
Live your life. Be free. Do what you want to do.
Follow your dreams. And if entrepreneurship may not be for you, that may not be the thing. But don't give up. Like, yeah. If that's what you want.
And then take a minute to map out what success really looks like for you. In all the areas of life. Not just business, right? But in relationships, in family, in faith, in whatever. What does all this look like? Ideally, what does it all look like? And if you can reach your ideals, successful.
What is your bold recommendation today, Mel?
Ooh, so something that me and my husband,
because she got a husband,
have been. I think they know. Oh. I was asking him, like, when you talk to people and stuff, how often do you bring up your wife? Because I feel like I bring him up all the time. He said 90-something%.
Because y'all only fucking friends. Like, dog.
Anyway, so something me and my husband started doing that I want to recommend to any couples out there is now we wake up and we meditate together, wrapped in each other's arms. I would demonstrate. You want to demonstrate?
No.
Okay. So basically, we're wrapped around, and we just 10 minutes. We set a timer for 10 minutes, and we wake up, and the first thing we do is get in position, and we just do it. And I feel like that has built our connection a lot.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. And so I feel like if you have a spouse or you're feeling distant, or you just want to connect more on a deeper level, try something like that. It doesn't have to be meditation either. It could just be anything you feel will connect you, just to start your day. Because a lot of time I'm not a morning person, so a lot of times I would wake up and he'd be gone. I wake up by myself because he's an early riser, and I'm definitely not.
I gotta reset the house.
Yeah, he
it's time to reset the house.
He does whatever he does in the mornings while I'm asleep, and so this gives us a little bit of extra time together, and then also just connects us more, and we start off the day kind of on the same wavelength, if that makes sense.
I was about to say the same wavelength. That was the word I was going to use.
Yeah, so I recommend that, or something like that.
So, Shauna, fun fact is that I listen to ASMR to go to sleep.
Mm.
So that is I cannot sleep without it. If I am staying at night with someone,
What?
I have like eye masks with headphones in them, so I can still listen to ASMR.
This is news to me. I knew you liked that. I didn't know it was that serious.
I cannot sleep, but my sleep has been so broken lately, and
tell me more.
And I could, because it was to the point where I could listen to ASMR and go to sleep, and then like that whatever one episode I put on would just put me right to sleep, and I didn't need to hear. But now I need to hear it all night. But I think whatever they're talking about was disrupting my sleep. So now I found an ASMR artist who reads the Bible when they go to sleep. So now my sleep pattern is I sleep through the night. Like I'm not even waking up to pee. I pee in the morning now. Like it's not because usually I'm chopped up in a sleep or turning it on or something else. But listening to the Bible and what's pouring into me at night, it also has changed my mood in the morning. Like I don't know what, but it's literally so my recommendation is be careful what you take in, preserve your mental. Like if you're big on ratchet TV and things like that, just pay attention to how you react when you're watching this and how your mood changes. Or I remember watching 3 different ratchet shows in a row, and I was fucked up mentally. I'm like, I can't do this. This is too much. I can't process all this at once. But like me just having Bible scriptures ran through me through the night, like, and it's just they read the whole chapter, maybe 3 or 4 hours out of that. It has completely changed how I wake up in the morning and how I sleep through the night. It's crazy.
Interesting. So I didn't know people were talking with ASMR. I thought it was just.
So it's different types of ASMR.
So what were they talking about before you switched?
So they would be doing, and sometimes I still put on other stuff or whatever, but I'm really enjoying the Bible. So it may be a haul, what they went shopping and bought. Like, it may be a beauty haul, or it may be their day, or it can be any of that. I don't like food because I don't like gum chewing at all. Anything is gum, and I don't like inaudible whispering because I'm too fucking nosy. What the fuck are you saying? So those will disrupt my sleep because sometimes my YouTube goes into like continuous play. Those disrupt my sleep because I don't like those sounds. So I think that's like the constant talking of the Bible is actually really works for me because one, it's pouring into me in my sleep. And 2, it's constant whispering into my ear of something positive.
Interesting.
So watch what you're taking in and your mood and how it affects you. Melly Mel and Shawny. I hope this finds you well. You both are killing it as always. I really vibe with your podcast. You two are a dynamic duo of inspiration. But today I'm sliding into your DMs for a little one-on-one chat. Okay, so picture this. I'm a 28-year-old gal trying to carve out my spot in the entrepreneur world. Perfect. This is a perfect one. I've tried everything from hair boutiques to online fashion stores. Most recently, I've been snagged I snagged my real estate license. But here's the kicker: I feel seriously lost and lacking that hustle mojo. It's like I'm stuck in a never-ending game of entrepreneurial limbo. Now, I've seen you both drop some serious truth bombs on your podcast, and I hope you can sprinkle a little bit of magic my way. How do I find my focus and actually stick with something that lights me up? How do I shake off this overwhelming feeling of being all over the place? If you're what? I know you're both busy bees, but any words of wisdom you can throw my way would mean everything to me. Your podcast is my go-to for inspiration, and I'm banking on you two to help me navigate this crazy entrepreneurial journey. Thanks a million for lending me your ears, ladies. I can't wait to hear back from you. Sending you all the positive vibes and not a quitter.
She's all over the place. No, she's all over the place because she says, what did she say? A boutique?
She used to sell hair, then she sold clothes, and now she got a real estate license.
She needs to focus. She needs to focus in on something that she loves, something that she would do for free. Figure out what that is, and then pour your energy into that. if you're multi-passionate, which some people are, I would say start with the easiest thing you feel like you could do start. And then once you set that up and establish that, then move on to the next thing. Because I'll tell you right now, you trying to do this, and this, ain't nothing gonna move. Because it takes too much energy and time and effort to build something of substance to be trying to do 2 and 3 and 4 different things. And even if you focusing on one, if you're still getting distracted by all these other things, that's a problem. So, you got to really have a little bit more discipline in terms of, I'm not on that right now. Jot it down somewhere, put your ideas in a spot, but you're going to have to like continue to nurture that one thing first. That will help you a lot, because once you figure out that and you really get that up and going, now you got the confidence and the skills to do the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. But like, you got to pick something to really pour into, because it's going to be an uphill battle if you don't hone in on what you really want to focus in on. Excuse me.
Just picking back off what Mel just said, like you said, she fell in the resumes because she's a great writer. That's why she was good at. That's why it was amazing. Because she would do it for free because she loves writing.
I was doing it for free.
Yeah, you were. It's cool. Don't do that. I was successful at events, or I am, or because I love what I do. So when you find something that you really love, and it may test different waters or even different jobs, but when you find what makes you happy, it'll be easy to just fall into that world. For me, that's why I think my daughter would be great in the beauty industry, is because the things that she want to do is still lets her be an artist. Doing makeup, doing nails, you're still an artist. So I think that's the fact that she knows that at 17 is great. So just figure out what you love and make that your go-to. Stop. Don't have all this going on because you ain't got nothing good going yet to have so many different things going. So
yeah. And I feel that, because I knew from my first job when I was 14 that I couldn't be working for nobody. I knew that off rip. I was like, oh no, this ain't for me. So this whole time I knew I needed a business. So I was trying all type of shit too. Let me type your papers for you. I was putting up flyers around campus. I'll type your paper, typing services. Back in the day, that was a thing. Computers was new, and so I found this thing online. Sell computers parts and stuff online. I was like, oh, what's this about? Right? Always looking for that entrepreneurial thing. And how I got into the business I got into, a friend, my friend was like, I need help. You're a good writer. Help me out with this resume. All right, bet I got you. Free. Like, it's not, I didn't even realize it was a thing until one guy, because I started doing everybody's stuff for free. A friend. One guy was like, yo, you are really good at this. You should charge. I was like, dude, that's not a thing. But it was a thing. And so I went to Google, like, is this a thing? It was a thing, a big thing. And I was like, this is it. Because what I didn't realize is that the gifts that I had was my business. I was looking for viable businesses, just coming up with stuff. Meanwhile, I had it the whole entire time. So, maybe you have a similar situation where you're overlooking something that you already are doing.
You're thinking too hard.
Yeah. And you could just monetize whatever it is that you already are really good at, or people come to you for, or whatever, because that's going to be.
Yeah. Because my passion is truly planning. It doesn't necessarily have to be events. I love planning. So I can plan anything, whether it be a trip, whether it be your wedding, whether it be your event, whether it be your life at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love planning. I love goal setting. I love doing that. So that's why I become good at it. I like to see people win too. So here we are. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. What's your take from today?
Define your own success. Stop equating money and success. They're not interchangeable. And don't give up on your goals or your dreams that so easily. Shift the plan, shift the timeline, but don't give up. if that's really, really, really what you
And
want.
success is not an instant gratification. It is a journey. And if you want to commit to the journey.
Commit to the journey.
This has been another episode of Boldly Untitled. Whatever she say that link is to find us there. But clearly you found us because you're here. But like, share, subscribe, do all that other good stuff. Whatever she say right here where we at. I'm on the wrong hand because of the mirror and stuff. Deuces, y'all. Do you have a topic or question for Melly Mel and Shawny? Well, email us at boldlyuntitledpodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Foley_Untitled_, on Facebook at Foley Untitled Podcast, and on YouTube at Foley Untitled Podcast.